Hello there, my name is Julia. I'm a little bit nervous to share in this video, but I think it's kind of important for me to do so. Let's start off with one deep breath. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Great. So today I'm going to talk about my quiet mind. And this is kind of like, I'm really hoping the algorithm aligns me with someone because I'm trying to answer the question, am I the only one? So I'm gonna have to give you guys a little bit of context. My mind hasn't always been quiet. I went through, well, first, before my awakening, I was very quote unquote normal, which means in the society, living in your mind, just having a constant mental loop and being mostly unconscious all the time. So I lived that way until I was about 23. And then I had a spiritual awakening. I started meditating. I started becoming more conscious. My heart was opening. And I started meditating a lot, maybe about an hour a day, and I slowly started becoming more conscious. My mind started quietening. I felt a lot of intense bliss and joy and peace during this period. And then it all went downhill. I had an intense psychosis, an intense period of mental illness. I had intense thoughts, negative thoughts for about 2 years, a year and a half. And it was just constant negative thoughts and lots of suicidal ideation, suicidal thoughts. However, when I was 23, I made the decision to start living life quite radically, or not radically, you could say, but basically I started before my mental illness. I decided, because I had seen the beautiful heaven on earth that it brought about, to start focusing on my breathing above all else. I started ignoring my mind and I didn't consciously think. Thoughts would obviously come up and I would just ignore them. So throughout my whole period of mental illness, I was doing the same strategy because it really kept me alive. I wasn't indulging in my suicidal thoughts, and it was really a hard, intense period with this inundation of negative frequencies, negative thoughts coming up. Anyways, I slowly got better. I went on medicine for, I'm diagnosed with schizophrenia. I basically saw bad energy, saw auras, also depression and catatonia. So yeah, it wasn't a fun time. Okay, but we're back to being stable. My mind was still, I would say, medium, pretty medium. I still had periods of existential dread. My mind would act up. I would feel, think suicidal thoughts. It was a medium mind. I kept on this strategy. I kept on. My mind over the last 2 years has gotten quieter and quieter and quieter. And for the last year and a half, I really don't have many thoughts. It's like that meme that's just like crickets. It's like that in here. There's nothing going on. And like I went to a very prestigious university and I always was very academic. I studied hard. And now it's like I don't think about anything. I don't worry about the past. I don't think about, I sometimes visualize my future, but I don't think about my future. It's just silence in this little mind of mine. And it's been like that. I haven't had suicidal thoughts either for about a year. So I've been living on planet Earth with a very high level of consciousness. And And it's been a little weird. It's been very weird because most people I know, my family, my friends, they have normal minds. They think a lot. So it's actually been kind of hard. Like oh, poor me, I have no thoughts. But like, actually, okay, it's a twofold thing. Partly, it's extremely easy because I don't need to worry about anything. The thoughts just aren't there. It can be very peaceful when the sun is out, the sun is shining, I'm at the beach, no thoughts, it's beautiful. And to be honest, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me, hands down. However, I also feel like a slight alien on this planet, because I feel so different. My level of consciousness is different to most people. And I think what happened was it was a little cocktail of intense suffering and intense consciousness. And these two things paired together basically killed my mind. So the reason why I'm making this video is I am so curious. Is there anybody else out there who has a very, very quiet mind, who has barely any thoughts, who killed their mind through consciousness, or maybe you were born this way? But I would love to connect because I feel crazy, but not in a, I feel the opposite of crazy, because to me craziness is like being swept up in your mind. I feel just very spiritual, very powerful, but also very alien and very weird. And it's not something I talk about often because I just feel like it's a weird phenomenon. And it's also not paired with the kind of peace that Jesus described, that he felt, peace that surpasses all understanding. It's not paired with, beautiful amounts of joy. I think my brain is still a little bit recovering from my illness, and I don't think I can really feel as much as I used to be able to feel. But anyways, I'm just so curious, is there anyone else out there? Has this happened to anyone else? I would love to connect. Please leave a comment. And this is a short video. I think there's nothing else for me to say, except maybe let's take a beautiful deep breath together. In out through the mouth. And I also want to show you my butterfly clips. And if you like the music, which I'm not sure that you can hear or not, it's a sound bath that I made myself. Well, I didn't make the clips of it, but I DJ'd them together. And you can follow my DJ, you can subscribe to my DJ account if you wish. It'll be in the description. It's at Space Cowboy DJ. And I've been posting weekly mixes, which is maybe why I'm less active on this channel, but it's still important to me. So thank you so much for listening. I love you.